Hey everybody! In this video we are looking at a multi-step unit rate. Unit rate, remember, means that we're looking at a rate or a ratio that compares 1. And we're going to be using that in our problem here. So Brooke is earning extra money by walking dogs. She earns $24 per 2 dogs she walks. I'll circle that. That looks important. At the same rate, that's a keyword that tells us that we are doing a unit rate problem. How much would she earn for walking 5 dogs? Oh, and it looks like we have 2 questions. So I'm even going to number that. That's our first one. And our second one here is at the same rate. Again, that tells us it's a unit rate problem. How many dogs would she have to walk to earn $84? Okay, so 2 questions. I've got to make sure that I answer both of them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up. We have Brooke earns $24 per 2 dogs. Now we know that if it's a unit rate problem, we can set that up. Our 2 fraction bars, we know money goes on top. The thing we're talking about that she's earning money for goes on the bottom. So in this case, it's dogs that she walks. She earns $24 for every 2 dogs. And if it's a unit rate problem, we're going to first look for how much she earns per 1 dog. That's going to help us to then answer these 2 questions. Once we know how much she earns per 1 dog, we can then answer how much she'll earn for walking 5 dogs and how many dogs she'll have to walk to earn $84. So our problem is set up. We know that we're going from 2 dogs to 1 dog. In order to do that, we have to divide by 2. We always divide by that denominator there. We're going to do the same thing to our top number. We have 24 divided by 2. You can always use a calculator, and you will get $12 per 1 dog. So that's helpful, but that doesn't help us. That doesn't answer the question just yet. There's another step, and that next step is we're wondering how much she would earn for walking 5 dogs. So now that we know how much she earns per 1 dog, we can set up another fraction bar and we can put in 5 dogs there. Now, in order to get from walking 1 dog to walking 5 dogs, we're going to take this 1 and we're going to multiply it by 5. And if we multiply the bottom number by 5, we're also going to multiply the top number by 5. You can always use a calculator, and that's going to give you $60 per 5 dogs. So the first part of this question is, I'll put a 1 there to even make sure that I'm going to answer both parts. Brooke earns, we're going to use our numbers from here, $60 to walk 5 dogs. Okay, so that's the first part of this. The second part is, at the same rate, how many dogs would she have to walk to earn $84? So I'm going to set up another 2 fractions. I'm going to put my unit rate that I looked at. I'm even going to highlight this and write unit rate because it's going to be really helpful as we solve our second part. And I'll plug in my information that we know she earns $12 per 1 dog. And we know money here per dogs. Now in this case, we're actually given the amount of money that she wants to earn. So she wants to earn $84, and we're wondering how many dogs will she have to earn. So it's a little trickier here, but we can think, well, what number do we have to multiply this 12 by to get to 84? You can do some math on the side of your paper. You can also use a calculator and you can think, well, 12 times what number gives me 84? That's the same as 84 divided by what number gives me 12, or 84 divided by 12 gives me what number? So you can plug this into your calculator in whatever way you want to do it to find out what number we need to multiply 12 by to give us 84. I like plugging in 84 divided by 12. I think that's the easiest one for me. And once I do that, I find that 84 divided by 12 is 7, which means that 12 times 7 gives us $84. Now that step here is the trickiest part of the second part of the question. It's finding out how do we jump from 12 to 84. And if you're not sure, you can really just write 12 times 1, 12 times 2, and keep going until you get to 84. So we know we have to multiply 12 times 7 to give us 84. And whatever we do to the top, we are going to do to the bottom, which means we're also going to multiply one dog times 7, which means in order to earn $84, Brooke would have to walk 7 dogs. So we get 7 dogs there in the denominator. Going back to the question, at that same rate, how many dogs would she have to walk to earn $84? So Brooke would have to walk 7 dogs, getting that information from our answer, to earn $84. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.